Welcome or welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Shantae Nicole, and I'm so glad that you are here. Y'all, I am so excited for today's video because as you can see by the title, we are decorating for fall. Y'all, I'm so excited. I love fall. Mind you, I live in Texas and it's currently 90 degrees outside. However, I am very much ready for all the fall cozy vibes. If that sounds like something you're into, definitely be sure to stick around to see how I decorated my space for this season. I am so excited to get into today's video. So grab your favorite drink, your favorite snack, sit back and enjoy all the cozy festivities. First, I really love to start by laying everything out that I intend on using. So as you can see, I have everything laid out here in my dining room. The first space we're actually going to be styling is my kitchen. I actually pulled some items from my stash from last year, as well as some new pieces that I recently purchased. If you missed out on my decor haul, definitely be sure to go check that out. I'll be sure to link it below. First things first, I love starting with a clean home, and these are my favorite fall staples. I purchase these in bulk, y'all, every single year. I've used their hand soap, the dish soap, as well as their multi-surface spray. 10 out of 10 recommend. You can find it at your local grocery store or Target. Highly recommend trying it out. As well as having a good plug it in. I am someone who is really big on scents, and I love for my home to smell warm, inviting, cozy, which is why I purchased these particular plug-it-ins in bulk. I actually purchased these from Sam's Club, but I'm sure you can purchase them from Costco as well. They're really good, especially if you have a large space like myself. They last, and honestly, it will have your house smelling so divine amongst all the other fragrances for fall. Of course, we have to start with a clean slate. This just allows your creativity to flow. I love starting all my decorating with a clean home. Okay, first things first, we're gonna start by styling this corner. I purchased this bowl from Home Goods. It was actually in their clearance section for $25, and I thought it would go so well in my kitchen. I typically like to keep things simple, very neutral. I love my home to feel warm, inviting, and just very minimalistic. As you can see, I'm just adding my canisters that I've used throughout the seasons. It just adds a nice pop. I am someone who is very much of a modern organic type of woman. That's the style of my home. So you'll see a lot of natural touches such as the wood. I love marble. I love modern touches as well as vintage touches as well. So I do like to mix and match and play with things. Now we're here in this corner here where I'm pretty much repurposing everything that I previously had in this corner because I do use this corner on a daily basis. I am someone who cooks a lot and I spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Therefore, I like to have everything easily accessible. As you can see, I'm adding all the touches that I previously had styled in this corner. The green marble is just doing something for me this season. I am obsessed. I was inspired by Chef Hum's collection from Crate and Barrel, and y'all, I was able to find so many green marble pieces and I'm obsessed. So the green marble is here to stay this fall season, and I think it just fits so well in this corner. I'm also adding these bookends that I found at Home Goods as well. They were priced at $14.99 a piece. I thought this was a nice touch to add to the kitchen as well because I'm someone who actually uses cookbooks on a regular basis, especially when I'm wanting to try a new meal. Next, moving on to this corner right here. We actively use this corner pretty frequently, so I wanted to keep it very minimal. I came across this floral arrangement at Target and absolutely love it. I love that it just adds the perfect touch to this little corner. Now we are in the kitchen. We are styling the kitchen island. I typically alternate between this stone color vase and a black vase. Absolutely love what it does for my kitchen. As you can see, I am playing around with the different stems. I actually purchased these stems from Crate & Barrel, but I wasn't quite in love with the look, y'all. So I decided to place these stems in my bedroom, and I replaced those stems with these stems that I came across at Target as well. And I love these stems, y'all. They're so full and they just add so much depth and personality to this space. I decided to add this wooden pumpkin that I purchased from Hobby Lobby a few years ago, as well as this golden pumpkin that I purchased from Target last year. I am someone who is not a big fan of pumpkins. However, I just thought this minimal touch just added a nice feel, and it flowed so well against the rest of the decor in my kitchen. Moving on to my living room space, as you can see, we are starting with a clean slate as well. I'm pretty much repurposing all the items I previously had in this space. Again, I like to keep things very minimal, very clean, and just simplistic. I actually purchased these beautiful vases from Crate & Barrel not too long ago, and y'all, I'm obsessed. I'm just using these stems that I purchased from Amazon. I feel like they definitely gave me the desired look that I was going for, and I am loving the outcome. I decided to add my coffee table books that I previously had styled in this space. I love to turn them different directions to give the space a more lived in feel. And I also feel as if it brings so much dimension to the coffee table. My coffee table is pretty large, y'all. So I love to add different things to really give it a more grand, modern feel. Again, I wanted to keep this space very minimal, so I decided to add a wooden pumpkin as well as this golden pumpkin that I purchased from Target last year that I never had the opportunity to use. I thought it was perfect to fit in this particular space. I also added the curated style book. That's a new purchase of mine. I purchased that book from Amazon, and y'all, I love it. It goes so well with my decor. Lastly, I added a candle that I recently purchased. This candle smells so good. I also feel as if it goes so well against my coffee table and the coffee table books. I love the color of the vessel because the chocolate brown just flows so well with the rest of my living room space. And y'all, I love. Moving on to my wreath, y'all, I love using these hooks. This is my third year using these hooks. I purchased them from my local grocery store. You can get them from Amazon. Basically, any and everywhere sells these hooks. Y'all, they are phenomenal. I prefer using hooks rather than a hook with a hook that goes over the door, because I feel like this option is definitely more aesthetically pleasing. It's so simple. It makes everything look so seamless. And these are actually the 12 to 20 pound hooks. I just purchased 2 of these, and I typically switch out the command strips each year. And y'all, it has been a game changer. Moving on to the dining room area, I decided to keep things very minimal because we actively use this space on a regular. So I wanted to keep the decor elements very simple. So this particular centerpiece is something I've had previously throughout the space. I just added these bowl fillers that I do every single year just to give a more autumn touch and feel to the space. Also, they smell so divine. Moving over to the buffet, I absolutely love this area in my dining room. This is the vase that I previously had styled in this space, as well as the lamp. So in this particular case, I'm just adding florals. I'm adding this beautiful glass pumpkin that I purchased from Target last year. Y'all, I'm obsessed. Absolutely love, love, love this brown glass pumpkin. It's stunning. I also believe they're selling them this year as well, so you may be able to get your hands on them. I also added this marble red pumpkin. Y'all, the quality 10 out of 10. Absolutely love what it does for this area. I felt as if both of them go so well together. So these are the decor boxes that I recently purchased from Hobby Lobby. So I feel as if I can use these all year round. So it was a no-brainer in terms of purchasing these boxes. I feel as if they look so well in this space because for me, I wanted to add more browns to this space and I love the outcome. Are moving on to my entryway. Y'all, I love this space in my home. This is the first space that my guests are greeted with when they enter my home, and y'all, they always admire this particular area of my home. So I added this vase that I actually purchased from At Home. It's a dark, rich brown color. I purchased the stems from At Home as well. Absolutely love how they just flow so well together. I found this riser at Home Goods and I decided to add the acorns in there, and I felt like it looks so stunning. I recently purchased this Jake Arnold coffee table book, and y'all, I love it. I'll be purchasing another one very soon because I can style this in so many areas throughout my home. As you can see, I'm just finding a page that I would like to leave it on that will flow with the space. I'm also adding this brass bookmark that I purchased from Amazon a few years ago. Of course, I have to add a candle. This is my favorite, absolute favorite candle. I love the boutique candles, but I love the 34 cent, which is their original scent. And y'all, it just brings so much warmth and coziness to my space. I love this candle in particular because it literally fills my entire first floor of my home. Absolutely love how this space turned out. I am in love with how everything turned out and how everything just intertwined with each other. Let me know your thoughts below, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Join the community because I would love to have you here, and let me know which area of my home you enjoyed the most, and I will see you all in my next video.